Hi, I'm Leo Lazinski, and in this video, I'm speaking about where health comes from. So there's a saying that goes something on the lines of this. Disease comes from daily sins against nature. So if that is the case, then we can flip that around and say that health comes from daily actions or habits in accordance with nature. So what do I mean by that? What is nature and how do we live in accordance with nature? So first of all, when we think about nature, we should think about our day-to-day lifestyles. Now, what is in nature? Fresh air, you've heard me say this many, many times before. Good quality sunlight or sunshine as opposed to artificial lights and those sort of things. Getting your feet on the ground, grounding, basically being in a natural environment. If we aren't able to fulfill these acts in accordance with nature, then the second best thing is to try and mimic nature. Things, especially if we're not able to get full spectrum natural light, if we're in a winter environment or in an area where it's very difficult, to try and mimic that with full spectrum lamps, near wave infrared light bulbs to try and get us in alignment with what we could get from the sun that we're missing. Clean water, fresh air. It's not always easy to do that, but we could possibly get water filters, air filters, structure our water into a way that nature intended it to be. Grounding, I've mentioned about grounding mats if you cannot get your feet on the grass. So that would be the first thing. Then we're talking about food. And food is always our way to get closer to nature. So first of all, we're looking at what would be known as whole food or real food. These are foods that we can identify the ingredients. It doesn't have a massive packaged ingredient list. Better yet would be to have foods that have been treated well, treated in accordance with nature. So nature, coming from nature, but in accordance with nature. So grass-fed, outdoor-reared meat, pastured, free chickens and their eggs. And then the products that come from that, the organ meats, the fats, all these things, fruits and vegetables from natural sources, seasonal, local. That's where we're starting to talk. Then we're looking at nature with regards to our emotional, mental states, getting more spiritually connected, getting more emotionally aligned. What does that mean? It means looking at what is fearful in our lives. Anything, my rule of thumb is anything that is causing fear is the opposite of the direction we need to be going. If somebody is trying to induce fear, if a narrative in the media is calling for fear, if a government is calling for fear, if your medical profession is talking about anything that is scary or fearful, truth is probably on the opposite end of the spectrum, and truth is as close to nature as we can get. So things that are emotionally driven, looking at healthy, wonderful, loving, love and nature are intertwined, loving relationships. So if disease is daily sins against nature, then health is daily actions and behaviors and habits in alignment with nature. Start bringing these in and you'll find that bit by bit, your body will start responding in a healthy way. Thank you.